Adishimai mamu ajo esa mamu kwaba ediba energy media so what the sit show mo flag bearer ene enumri meti ejom yes ote mo flag bearer upe ompio the flag bearer ba kope ena meti ejom ene enumri na nsem no ebi kura de emsre isa ne se Ghana ha obi kan o se Ghana nkasa as Opea now near open out to us. Ghana and Kasa is we don't know what's happening. Minemo Kasei breaking news back on a war a year Madina ha a year UN was a Madina ha your bia friend UN na yenu no mozemi fwa nansi a omo call a year haji ekoye omo rituals fine successfully omo back. Even though ye te say anko ye amom ne ade no nyame adom omotumi abedru na we na eye abusuya baako bi omo so omo dehye eko eye haji bi no omo wo ho a sania haji hyehye no te no ya na agent na eye ede omo eko eto omo wo ho abusuya no wo ho a na omo nya ankra se omo dehye na oko eye haji de bi no waka baabi omo si na haji de okwakoji eye inshira esem e de abrabusu yi na ba ne sense obeka baabi and then abusu we are no okam we are no osu we are no okekam na ye frefre abusu ase yesi maami aka baabi o Emma omo surprise kra ne say nipa na obebo eye amane no o produce ne efre no death certificate e che say omodehye no abusuane dehye no ampa waka baabi entina akwa yeze asemo a abrante ne kan no is no longer a joke because omo produce death certificate sani ye nyina ye dehye ewu a aka baabi a ye koje death certificate no fi hospital ne hu zampa nipa no waye nya media na asem no wanwa Madina hayao baabi a ye fro UN na asemo America chemu esiye afei abushua no kra aye eye o abushua na ye eye unse mozemifo na ya na enche ye bo mamane na emze kwesi da atwam ya no ma ye bibia asie omodehye no according to omo tradition emze adoa o se ne omo kano ama abushua yi arwaho ombedidi e wo modi awie omo te hwa nipa na omodehye no okọ meka ekọ mpa ya di insiradia ba na abusuan no so anya bie saa dehye na apie efiri efiem na titi se yesi that day enya asem ketwa enne asem ya na mnemo kan enne asem osi ye ye enche breaking news enti frɛ obi na ka che ne se eye breaking news kese pa na ekoso ewo the city show enumre awie ya enche bia na this year ya bebo amane se waka baabi na wapie fie satan no mu di toza fini ehun nyama na mami apie yesi we munia na we chese akoye confusion ye basa na eye na tu ye mpeni 40 ye na ye twen ben wo mu na nipa okoye oni omukodi enkomo no mesaka no eye dwumedie we so no ankasa bebo amane videos ni bi wo duma ye besan a show ede eye achiremu anansa before se meko eye ni amne ne betwetwe nkomo ye nkonkwohwe eye video no obeti enyama esiye ewo abusua no aso eye efie ene ewie ya ewo Madina eye United Nations
Alajina so ewo free happy baby a ye maami ade a okọ haja ho abansami ye pese alajina pese bisa eye we peni obai yes, I'm your body. And it's some form of say, ah, baby, said of who it's on my year, my mamma, the same now. What happened? So many beyond because it's a in the years of your and it's a young Muslims. Yeah, I can say, yeah, so who are yeah, I'm to say, yeah, also on your Tiasi, in say on your day, and a baby of all, and in the war, only for Hajj. A hormone, I will say, but if you go much to Maka about it, we did that with you. Did a hormone, agent, I say, what yes, and they are Pajan to call hospital. Yet no for hospital. And Sana, and so almost 1 year, 1 20 ways and Kayanage, Abba, and Omaja. And can say, Obia the engineer to say, and then they call. Any Pajan pay to call you, and made the Bema hard work. Okay, with the Bema agent, you know, with the Bema agent, the agent in the Alaji Ali. On not made it so Bema. And so on make sure someone who said, Obia, Nipana, where they ordinary who to say, Anna. Now see, on one Casa. All ballad and Cassan, Eddie gave certificate, Eddie by. And so maybe yes, all ballad and Cassan, one could. Now, Muriana or Coy and your friend Alaji Ali. On the name of information, I is Hormone. And you do acquire on first one when you certificate. Eddie by our Suma, the Abbey. I don't know say, I see you. That's a certificate in battle, not hospital being necessary. And in that, get a hormone, get a hormone, get a hormone, and I'm going to buy. And the end, I was your Friday, the Diamond is in the I see you. Saying they are a Muslim for the Bibian Secret gets an answer. Now, going by and I get enough. You are done, and then I put as I
yo, adesema mode eye sound no any video no pictures no ebe check akra because nye clear papa but nipa obetumi atwa mfoni no de a kire no yesa aka no wa oye Oma FM mid morning show host munina mo fe no Kwaku Burundi say open nyom papa etia from 10:30 am to 12 noon free eduada kopim efiada wo de wo fidie no to Oma FM ma obebo nyom pada de lumba papa nyom papa yibi yesa aka Kwaku Burundi wo the series so a ono ne kotwa mfoni no ko interview Kwaku exen
mini abako pacho na wonso
nyame adom na enhyeda enye boko sa issue ya ye de ato adishman enimu emu ewrem kakra boyen wona wokọ ho asem no etisempa
me da se ne akonya de amame ne advert kese awa ya amame se amanfo ntie me ewo Man FM ya mo sanso hwe yen wo Facebook nso mejuma Man FM mid morning show host no yen da de lumba nso kwa ne yebo bia
me favorite no ntino
ya tiase ya mebo bia ma na so wo hwa mo amohwe mfoni no wo hwe atare a na ehye me no se no ana ehye me na enne beye 4 yimbe 4 ya na call ne bae nti call ne bae na quickly o say me organize me producer portrait also ko ne Electoral na ye rush call you and hono mko hwe say de koso na de call ne bae no o mo say obi a maami bi a wakọ ka akowu aye ne yie ewo Madina Zongo UN heye maami na san aba what some man na bafie ama che say nya asem ketwa kra wo hono nti
obi a wakọ Mecca say wewu ama abusuan ayeden aye yie
yes and you say yes wewu keke wewu ama ye de ne death certificate abba ebeche ne busuan fo ama mo copy ya ye photocopy ama ne busuan ne busuan no copy ni bi enti chese nipa ne wewu ma oma ya ado a oma ye
before that was wo hwe screen so a wana we maame na
wewu no
black we no
maame na
ono na yesi wewu a ya yi a wasa pi
ono na mene ne te hono de oguma ya fi black and white no ono a
maame adiamia
koso enti no yete ye se obi ewu wo meka ma ya ye ne yi a fidel nipa ne sama ya ba Madina UN enti ne wo se yetumi ka kohwe Yakoye no so ayampa mami na te ho ya kire se ne nanfofo ne ne nuanom ne busua egu ni nchen ya kire se ho no ma ye menya enti eye na mebo opinion no na mebusa na se mami ayampa se wewu ampa o se da bi on week enti mebusa ne din na
ayampa se wewu
because ha no mo ka kire yen na wudru ho nso a wudhwe ne amanfo etwehia wo fie na mbonten na fie ni nsa ne mpo edan mami ni hyem no kura no nipa ho bebre no a na ekere se bibia nkere se maame no wu yampa na yese wowu no waba nti no bia eho adwiri no nti bebo pere na mse maame yampa se wowu o se da bi onwi na mse na adan na yese wowu na mebusa ne din to di kan bo ne din se ye frɛ no Agya Fatimatu Kasim
Agya Fatimatu Kasim
na mebusa se ba ne se no se o omo ko meka ba na nsenya no ka omo ko na nsenya yom ko ba yi na omo ko duru ho no edu beye after beye 1 week no eno no ma me ni kire mu o hu se ne ho dodo no kakra hu se ase na pom den no efeli ni kakra nti hu se meka no hajj board no ena omo akwentu no meka akwentu hajj board no na organize bibia but the ma agent nti agent no ma me o de ma me ne ko na ma me kire mu o ka kire ne se agent me ho fa me nti ebe ya sanfa me ko Ghana agent ne se da bi nti agent na amfa na amba Ghana ha no nti wo mo na maame ne yare no mu ye den na okọ hospital nti ono de maame no okọ hospital no na me se okọ black out because okọ black out am se ne ni free no ho so kakra bia o collapse ya na okọ ma bia na bibi nti na ohu de ekoso we hu the agent no de ne koi no hospital hoda nti ono de wada hwa na ndi nyame nya dom nyame ma na nkwa na ni so atese no ni so te no na je say ne frafo no mo call eye meka ho na ekọ hajj no omu nyina ba Ghana ka ono nkwa wo ho nti adofo bi na boa no ama omo ye ya de ni twa ebesi Egypt na ofu Egypt so a obeduru Ghana ha no mo nti obeduru Ghana o se ni phone kra de ayira ma ohunto onkuta phone but okuta ne passport ene ne luggages ne bags ane ade ode ko ho no munyo okuta ni nyina no de bag nti obeduru airport no na ofa dropping na be si ni fie abonten so o si fomo a ne nuanom na obi adwane so yesama nti ono body onim po se wo Ghana ha wo hu ono no free
onim se wo
Ghana na me no no de no ho no onim se wo Ghana ha obo bedu Ghana ha ne nuanom ne nanfofo ne ade nyi se wo nti wo mo ye dede ma je se amanfo kra epu behwe no hu na maame ba kwa ne kasa ne video no wo ho o se ne nuane maame ne nti de ko ba ne se o mo de ni ra fie no na mami odaso na o kire mu asenka ne voice ne ba ya ka mo bete de o ka
okay ye nkonko tie nsem a maame no eka ye o ti onya o tumuze wabo hu enye easy se saman be pie sa justice ye tie maame ne nsem o ka
asema ba se wo ba ofuri o se me firmaka na me say no o se obi ana ofuri togo no say me na me tue mu se me se form na me yese bi ba se de me kwan adwane nya kwan so me sister ba so na me se we so say o say me yare na me yare na se we so say o say aye fele o say na me sorry peja me se me so mu so no se we so say o say na me tu peja me sister se me so mu say na wa ba no say a ba te bia o na hu ni na adwane nti ni pa ne amuketire anusika nti obi adwane ni ketire so mu ni ketire me dan kwa no so ba no no dem ama no kwa ampa so bro na me shi ni me shi ni pa ni se de me ni kwa sa me fa dan ni ti sa na ko se ana me se no se me no kita me na mana na o kuta ni bag ni bia no de shop passport ni bia o de shop adibod bag
nti ba sa se na ho ye o
ana kwa me shi ni pa ma mi ti it's one of the guys that is said be a meeting. You be a meeting. Na you probably should them. No be agent. Be agent. Yeah, but oh, you come to say to me.
Okay, enti Burundi o tie ma me kasa o hwe ne dimi na ko tumi se hu a che no se na o kanu. Na o kasa no o se eye nipa na obebo ma abusua na mane ye se omodehie no aka baabi no o produce death certificate
or the death certificate na buy mami okasa is a friend aja kankani ono so madina UN ho abi o maame ni nua
agent no this death certificate we call
inti no e baaye no agent no de death certificate o nya birth o wu certificate na ye to so se wu no agent no de ebre ebusua no ohun inti no maame no so o kire mu a ono de oyare ye na agent ni ja no ho a na agent ni mpo o nim ni kire akwan and agent na buy ya ono de ne death certificate abre ne busuan for se wuwu a ya kan na kan for 7 or 8 no I say this year hajj omuko wuye no ya kan na kan
mami ya kan ne kan na hajj board dia bese
because ne death certificate ekuta agent no aye photocopy de ma ne busuan ye nkra me no ka say ebi wo me producer potato so ko phone so e bi kra ma na 2 for metum de atoso say ye boa
production mufa death certificate na nto so man na ye confirm nche ahwefo
enti now menia enti ma me ne cheche ne nsem nyina wie no na che say e agent no kra no na sebio kafrache wako abandon no e wo bi man so e na waba e na wasan so ye be kan say ntro no betwa because hu obi dead body we ye den na wo konya ho birth certificate na wo birth certificate na that's no enti wo hwa entro no cry Arabic entro na che say odifri ho na ba ya ampa
request for the burial of a Ghanaian pilgrim. The Consulate General of the Republic of Ghana has been informed critical about the death of a Ghanaian pilgrim named Fatimatu Kasim, a holder of Ghana passport number blah 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 blah, which occurred on date today say is it 25th June 2025. It's a very recent assembly
recent.
In Jeddah. Also the consulate wishes to request for the release of the body to Mr. Abdallah with what? With resident permit number blah 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 for burial. Not just say consulate general no and as a consulate ne Ghana consulate ne wo Jeddah no request say yemfa efunu no emma Abdallah no agent na ono ko bo amade
no agent na nkosi efunu
agent no nkosi efunu
inti no agent na efunu ben na wo hu ya wo hu say efunu no kuta sa passport sa number no ewo so a the din no so ye the same mami a onwu ye no kuta ne passport no efunu ben na wo hu no antu se kwa kwaji na kosi ya ntu kuta ho death certificate
asem sebe
wo hu ade so now that was the first question. Now, me sanso eto aso busa ebusunya ne say na man ba ko Alhaji Nasil me busa ne say ona aye bema peni owo fie me busa ne say in Islam somo no in Zongo community no say obi enwi na yeye na yie ana say yadwen yen say obi ewu na yeye nipa na yie yeye or the say ado ani bibia ma no we na later na ehu say nipa no onwu ya esusanso be na ya ekọ nipa no a yabo no uto no so be na ekọ no so eno ye one eno na echi no amamre bi wo ho a yetimi ye na nipa no ode te ne ho efiri saa owu a omde abo no ho no ana na papa no kire mu say omde bibia sa ni ho mom na mom no sene ade na ba omaye ye na wie no sene omo de hye na beka omo nsa no do metimi aye for now ne say ombebo mpa ha ma no na afi omo aka kire imams ne Zongo communities ne other prominent people e wo ho no asem na ba ya omo ka kire omo no omo bebo omo yie ne say omo de hye no nyame adom wasaba enti no onwi enti no se senka ya kamemu a ebia nka ya mamre bi wo ho no mo a ebia bebo no powder na shire na ebia ye de noma bi adwra no
ana se na fufa krom se o agia fatima se onwi
ya pe haban bi ma ne dware ne ade but omo de no mo se mse bibia se ni ho sa enti no wo mo de ane se nyame na de omo de hye na san ba enti no paibo na ombebo ama no now let's come back to the issue of the certificate, the death certificate. Meaning say obi wu a hospital na death certificate na meboa. Doctor Krabe sign you in charge ho no be sign. Inti no we no e ba ne sign na nipa no onwu ye. Nanso agent no a o de ma me ne call hajj no etimi enya death certificate a ma me ni details edi e wo so no spelling is sapepepe o wo de ma me ne passport ne baaye no say passport there you be personal property into the person be try na picture they share passport no passport number no the same number they share ma me ni din the same spelling what you say the same Fatimatu Kasim and e wo so I just say details of the my nyina ye ono also come on omo course Haji who recent one no enti the question is agent no ni motive in saying yes. What does he wants to achieve what you say by causing this trauma to these people or there apart from say with this young we near say wo na ya be catch look at the pain you go through what you say share disappointment I bet what they are told nipa so na fe ni nyina echi no ya ye ya to ya adwene say onyame na de ma ala na de ma ya ala agena de nya hwe ne yete ye baby na wa masama ya san so abeto ahye so well look at the trauma you are putting this whole family and entire community through. Yes, you understand.
Say this one calls for I don't know say the other tradition and as a culture where obi wu a train be some months and as a weeks and sana yes na me gidi say anka this thing would have been avoided in a way. Yes, but akoye omo tradition na so mo sie ni because they've been told to say omo de sie no ewu e say pe imam pe ni bi pa na yes e de ba na otumi echechi mu eche because
yes na fe no e say sanhwe so hwehwe mu say baby kro no a o chroye say oje sa tumi a o de be ma no kwama ni sie nipa na ya mpase o choko sa so e ho ampa good because as we on me sure say nka me hwem kakra ada identify body so we ampa so me sini no wewu nti no asem no asem a yes o china ye betua
yes ye betua so say kana the right thing to be there because agent now or no confirm is anyama we nyina no I think say he has a lot of questions to answer
of course
say na wo kan say okunya background check ben no mu ye to ensure say nipa na mpa wewu because obi ewuo de enye adeketo
oh and I mean dey me ya ne say death certificate no hwen some o chere so or the permission akosie body no then you say you the body is in your custody
yes
and you say bia yemfa ne say bia bibi esi ye hu no nti yesusu yemu no yesusu say bia wayera nti mo man yem permit bi na yemfa come na busuafo say we dey wo say
o man body no
o je permit akosie body no o na kese maame no we no we see obi maame o obi yere obi sister oh ye obi role model what you say
but there be na hu kakra ne toza fi no mu dina ma mini pie na abo
na when the catch us no mu di toza fi sorry e dey ba what is toza fi
na dey toza fi yo brother any edu be sia nyame adom ye pe more information
na ye mfa konya we so na mame Fatimatu Hakim ne Kasim Fatimatu Kasim ne busuafo no yemfa we trinkwa na de be mo na fe yen kanche omo so mo kan makoma to yenim se omo fa oya oni ehumu omo enya botre na maame na nkasa se yemfa chopa ma no san se se ye bebo wuto de enya asemo a eya asem papa nti no nyame ombo ne ho ban na omane nkwa bebre enka ne nkwa we di dada no ho
yesam mo afiri mu pa we de omo afiri mu we de omo afiri mu pa nya easy Agia Fatimatu Kasim yema wo afiri mu ye papa yo Kweku Burundi oye mid morning show host from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon and you know atwetwe enkomo efa breaking news ayensa kan ene awie ewo Madina UN aso ho a yo bebe yadri MPP amanyokuo no nhyehyeye a womo eguso a womo ye senya menemo kasa no mo nim se 19th July in some few weeks time MPP amanyokuo no se bibia ansesa de a na omode National Delegates Conference kese pa ekohyehyɛ so ewo University of Ghana na enipa dodo na oma kire oma dwene efa proposals ampanifo ede betu dwa sɛ ye de beko conference no ase na delegates no either so ombeji atum anase ombebo eguo eno ti Ghana for omo wo ha ene amano ni nyina omo de omani di MPP amanyoku na echi no ade a omo nyina express consensus ya bobo bi di a kire mo ye ni bi so edi eho enkomo and all that eno ti enanumre ye ne Ghana ni dihye bi a ono so owo eye Canada abrochimemu a eho ena odi ni juma na se ho na odi ni na brabo no akodie na ono so ewo nsem kakra ekafa proposals yi ho eye top bottom approach ni reorganization processes yi o wadwenche kakra ewo saa asem no ntino ye behwe se ye nsa beka abrante no ne na atwetwe saa enkomo no na ono so akire yen sani anadwene eye no efa saa ensem yi ehun die beko ahoma no so ne no akotwetwe enkomo ye wie so a na ye nuaba eye princess apia dankwa a oye parliamentary decade media a eye na otwe bia omoba dwumadie we so ede ensem akese apie efri mrahye bedwom ede bran no ene ye besane no atwetwe enkomo ene betwetwe enkomo eniti ye beko ahoma no so na ye ne eye abrantie baako a ye frɛ no eye Samuel Yaw Esrifi oye MPP eye branch secretary MPP branch secretary ewo Canada abrochimem no hwa nti ene ne betwetwe enkomo abrantie wonsa minsa kan anase ahoma no wo so good em say edemu yopo na boko de
o trade ampone na nanu ada or my ekrekrom
okay wo Canada de na mjiri se bia aye say mu fuel de yanto mu fuel mu Canada
oh daddy fuel de over time low
and the month of July the month of taxes fuel ni electricity ni plastic products ni ade bosumi we de ye de assurance say omampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oni na ban omo de assurance yetua taxes eno kra de bebe later Samuel wo ameni wo kasai wo ye hwan ewo MPP amanyoku num.
Okay, me da wasi bebre mechia watiefo na mako asante afija se house na me free. Na machia me MP Dr. You free, na machia me constituency chairman Dr. Chairman KK. Any constituency executives na any MPP for wafija se asokore. Na masa so akokuma wo na makochia me nua ye wanim Ernest ono no ye MP e wo woni kumu MPP for nyina.
Bacho kasa den kakra mame why?
Oh, okay. Sorry. My office in Tina.
Yeah.
Me say minti min kasa.
Yes, sir. Yeah, beji wajuma funsem. Okay, koso.
Yeah, but what me kan yi?
Me ton kapa afi.
Yeah, me a branch secretary for MPP in Canada. Prior to that, no, so my son efie ansa na me ba amanone. Intino. Obia onim ye wa srifi obi a ofri ejasia sopre PPBA nim ye wa srifi my polling station secretary da my polling station organizer my constituency acting youth organizer me na 2008 ye second round of elections na me organize a local tescom me mobilize all the tertiary students in ejasia score and we inaugurated that group. That time, I'm here aide to the then member of parliament, lawyer Frank Boachiajin.
Okay.
It's my son party no fee and son me ba amanoni. It's CCA idea. Me a branch secretary for NPP Canada. I'm a former branch organizer for NPP Canada and a former organizer for NPP Toronto chapter.
Na chese unye ohoho ewo MPP amanyoku num.
Not at all.
Okay, you wasifi yanko straight to the point. Enche bia ye nyina ye nim said the New Patriotic Party amanyoku no de hihye bia ba after the incho mudi in 2024 election no na nhyehyɛ mpanifo de ba ne sɛ yɛ professor Michael Kwe ene abedwafo bi achin yɛ constituencies ni nyina sɛ be ya ombetiti nkrofo ano atie nsɛm a anase niema ntwo die no ebaye na yate sɛ report no are ready but report no they are keeping it to their chest. I mean, but proposals are aba say ye de ba 19 July conference say nyame ya adom a mpanifo pese delegates agitum ebini sa top bottom approach any early congress early election of your flag bearer as a branch secretary for the new patriotic party in Canada no wadwen kire e wo saa nsemu yi any day.
Yo, may that see be first and foremost, the top-down approach is alien to the new patriotic party. Per our party's constitution and tradition, but Prof. Mike Okwe's committee report on me as branch secretary, me who be, but general secretary on a very personal and various conversations even engaging with other executives over the weekend. General secretary engaged external branches only share some of the outcomes of the report, but media and the general secretary is aware. Mechia General Secretary Justin Kodua Frempong and National Acting Chairman Bute. I do not agree to the top-down approach. Top-down approach, mean to move because Sawasha MPP 2024 elections, in Kugwa idea, a unprecedented, it being seen. So that and Sawasha, so I say over 2.1 million voters did not vote. Okay, and Nina says sana our cordia naturally say a form no we have weakened the base of our party. So the focus should be on rebuilding the base of the party. Okay, we should empower the grassroots. So Mr. Agyapong, who is a former general secretary of our party, wrote to the amendment committee, said you're making sure the former polling station executives at Ebetu Abanibi, right? If we are expanding the electoral college, then we should expand it to the grassroots. Yes, I am in support of the idea. Say former constituency and MMDCs and MPs are voting. It makes a lot of sense, but it is meaningless when we are not allowing former polling station executives to vote. You know why? Because as a former polling station secretary, me colleagues ye refuma ye tre omo eto abadi, right? Ye na ye ko efie mu koye campaign ema MPP ho ye akono. So if we are expanding the electoral college, then it will only make sense that we start from the polling station. Okay, and so what should the air cost
which has been the normal practice of the party.
Exactly. But so here the air cost now I said almost person will be too franca my new patriotic party no making mention of Akumpreko Kennedy Japan, Honorable Patrick Yaoboama, Honorable Dr. Yawa Duchum over the weekend, Mr. Kobneje Agyapong so catch them say on so oba. And Dr. Brenner Champa, they have issues with this. Except Dr. Baumia. Okay. I didn't in a year contest. Now about 6 aspirants. Obiao issues except one person. And we shouldn't there is this narrative say I said one aspirant free say it will kneel to his benefit into one day he is in support of it. We cannot pretend that all is well. So uchinchim microphone say go machi na say okoje to me na say after say was secure victory no ba say yen unite here enye adwuma.
Ebe din kakra.
Okay. Enye din kakra, ebe din pa. Okay. And for some of us, we are not even interested in who leads the party, but the right thing must be done. If over 2.1 million voters did not show up at the various polling stations to vote, then clearly there is a problem with the new patriotic party. So we must empower the grassroots. We must empower the base of our party. Okay? Into the area be ye free say or say and say ye ma former polling station executives. Emeto abanibi. And no ana Mr. Kwabena Agyapong actually gun krata so they come amendments committee. But Omoko National Council meeting, no. They sought to portray say imagine someone Mr. Kwabena Agyapong anybody in to but say former polling station executives to abandon they intentionally tried not to even bring it to the attention of the National Council for deliberations. And you ask yourself why and I am a former polling station executive and to Aba.
Because when we a former polling station executives no omoye enkrofo a omaye adwuma ama party no at the base before.
Adwuma polling station no base right?
Yeah.
And we are aiming to include every registered member of the party. But as we speak, according to the General Secretary, we do not have that data.
Okay.
But and over the weekend, I told the General Secretary, every polling station is local. Okay? My polling station secretary, Asokori Kobriso, my polling station chairman, Asokori Pentecost Church. Obia me too, kwa polling station executive Obia no. I know that person.
Yeah.
Okay? So every polling station is local. Why are we not allowing former polling station executives to vote? Yes, it's not difficult. And yet difficult say every polling station be who survey as former polling station executives. It's not difficult to determine. And a honor class no obi antimi for obi machine.
Yeah.
Because to be very honest with you, say elections are polling station executives no kakra na free. We are able to retain about 90% of the executives. So even from the year 2000 till date, say every polling station be a tracy former polling station executives are. It will not be difficult to determine. And if the party says they do not have the database, let's go back to 2010. 2010 there is so easy to determine. Meaning NPP, the reason why ye lose election, minimum metwa ban say any prospective parliamentary candidate be any influence over the executives are na we use omo na odi omo ayi nkrofo a omo polling station executives na odi ono ne nkrofo aba be hye ho enti etimi ka se abia ochina 8 am ana ye to abayi polling station executives 8 ne bebo no bedru on omo so 6 o'clock na omo to aba just to make sure say MP no and our prospective parliamentary candidate nkrofo ana ye di omo hye ho. So that is the problem that the party must solve. Okay? Intino, you make sure say you be cure that problem no. Say, enkoye say obi be MPAD na or influence over the constituency secretary and his executives are na watimi influence no na wakoyi enkrofo a omoye current polling station executives. No, or not the omon crofo aba be hye. Okay? That has been the problem. And another is here Emma and Kofonko police station and to Aban. So we must cure that problem. Okay? So yeah, was Swiffy they make kind of say, yeah, every former polling station executive be a Nkotwaba. And I am saying that every polling station is local. And we know, all of us that have served in the various polling stations, we know our people who have volunteered since 2000 to serve the party. It will not be a problem. Okay?
Okay.
Yemo Bia was several as former police station executive Bia Metro Abanibi. Obia was several as former MP, former MMDC, any former constituency executive. Obia Metro Abanibi. Edi intina one person be if we say yene de bar M1 into all kiki against it. Edi intia. Yes.
I know there are some
about. Yeah, as Msebea, we must speak against it. If we all listen to former President Kufo, okay, he reiterated the point that it is, I mean, every political party, the aim is to win an election, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, as a political party that has suffered this gargantuan defeat, going into the future, we must all put our personal interest aside and elect a candidate that reflects the choice of the masses. Said a form for no, a better winning power. Okay, from one. And then no big up. Recently, I was in Ghana. I went to nine different constituencies with some young MPs. I do not have their permission to mention them. And until I'm a momody. Okay. Back over here, Obia said, Kennedy Agyapong, Epeno.
Sir.
Okay. We went to 9 different constituencies. Yes. And I'm not saying this because me honorable can cry no me onimi shada and I say onimi on a personal level.
Okay.
Okay. But no prayer back up. Oko constituencies are even NDC for Kofi Jasi, me MP, any doctor you are free. Couple of days ago, he churned out a very wrong and inaccurate narrative. Said, if he just has a correct for some of Dr. Baumia.
Through what data?
He is lying. Okay, before also because polling station, for yes man. Now more kakra. Now more catch professor Dr. Ba. Into your bar, Monkase, it doesn't reflect the true nature of the actual situation on the ground. Okay, Dr. You are free is just propaganda in a Fijasia so portraying say a form for no pay, Dr. Baumia, but that is not the case. And Dr. You are free, he knows me. He knows the influence I had before he became the MP. Okay. Only mean Chantro say if he just has a correct for Dr. Baumia, and that is not true.
Okay.
Okay. Meso me my befi me ne a form for Nedin Komo. I'm a grassroots person. I'm a street person. Okay. Me ne a form for Nedin Komo. Dodo na oman kotu aban. Almost omon kotu majo Mahama and NDC. But omon kotu aban because we failed to present the candidate omope. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is what is happening on the ground. Intino, me the kakra mekane say, Obianfa, I know in every political party we have people with vested interest. They should put their vested interest or their personal interest aside and make us go for a candidate that is appealing to the masses, not the very few in our party. Our more free, sir. Or mona. Party never power or mubenya say.
Tina wochane say party mpanifo no enjoy system no yenye no in such a way say enkrofo ye delegates ne bekwa koto aba wo mu pe.
Omon koto aba wo mu pe delegates no yembie mu. Me okay. Me I'm a land and resource specialist for the British Columbia Ministry of Forest. Okay. Majority of my task in research. Okay. So we are researcher. Who be more population and a sample size, and the more who be more now we are random sampling the more we are the true reflection of the masses, okay? Yes, say your party, over 2.1 million people did not show up to vote.
Yeah.
In the 2024 elections. That means we presented the wrong candidate.
Okay.
And on a year, then say Bino Beka. Okay? In TMBM, na yenya ni no moment to abano. The more na ye BM, no, the more na ye nya nipa. Like you cannot say current register is 200,000. Now BM now 1 million voters. That means say Obian to me in Fasika and co influence the outcome of the presidential primaries. But at the end of the day, whoever gets elected will be the reflection of the masses on the street, who are not necessarily NPP people. Okay? Into the air can I say, Omumim now be our servo as former police station executive via Someto Abani.
Okay. So wadwen kire ewo say ye kwa koyi ye kandifo no na the flag bearer no ntem no ene sen
many party in Yadrin, but a national council decision. And as a branch executive, I cannot speak against the position of the national council. Okay? And one thing I may say, yema former polling station executives, emetwa banibi, yem so that obi a wasum party ni paying biana. Because right now no the air cost and sawasha almost defending the position of the national council. No, they seem to, all of them seem to belong to one faction.
Yeah.
Dr. Baumian Crawford. Okay. I think I was say Banisa. Dr. Baumian supporters and campaign team members. Talk of Dennis Miracle Abuaje, Nana Kumia and all Kofi Tonto and all those guys. Like they belong to one camp. I didn't see, and I was a Banisa.
And they are all singing the same song.
The same song. Even Nana Kumia recently, when he went to a CSM platform, he was very emphatic. Said, "We will not allow the inclusion of polling station, former polling station executives." And he was very emphatic, and he didn't make any sense. As some of can say, we do not have the data. No? For some of us who have serving the polling station level, no, we do not make sense out of the Nana Komi.
But
every polling station is local.
Yeah, wasifi me ba all kasa no na opreso say former MMDCs ni de yemo monto aba.
Yes, almost the meto aba.
I will not be surprised.
Former polling station executives there.
I will not be surprised.
Former polling station executives there. Yeah, and say yemo beto aba. It doesn't make any sense, okay? And over the weekend I told the general secretary he is much concerned about the cost involved in getting former polling station executives to come and vote. And I told him, sir, yes, so why don't we zone the elections, the electoral areas? ABR, electoral area, we will have this batch of polling station executives. They will not necessarily have to take a car or any vehicle to the polling station. And that will mean that we will not have to pay for their TNT.
Yeah.
So let's loan the electoral areas to make sure that the voters or the delegates will not have to take any vehicle to the polling centers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mommy and Dream Party, no me. I am for Ken unapologetically. But yeah, process never. That's a Ken and we need. Now whoever wins, the true reflection of the masses are. I am for it.
And you know, not just Minoka say we are connected.
I am. And I'm unapologetically connected. And have no issue with that. Yes.
Now a ban is saying now, Mebo, a ban is saying now, Kamia say, more Canada when you know you mudi nkomunyina. Dodo na ye connected. What is so unique about the getting connected?
You know what? Yatna abrochino. Yenim said ye reacting ede konenim. Okay. Me University of Cape Coast in the year 2010. When it said to date, some of my colleagues are still unemployed.
Since 2010.
Okay. Since 2010, and me University of Cape Coast. To date, some of my colleagues are unemployed. And I know some of them will be watching this program. Okay. I'm not saying this to undermine anybody, but I'm being real. Ajuma ho yedin ewo mine. So yeah, will be to say Kencity Agyapong in his private capacity, what me are creating employment for over 8,000 Ghanaians. That means say your mining in action in sa unemployment problem no will be curtailed, right?
Yeah.
So I will choose someone like him. And Kennedy has been a member of parliament for over 20 years, like 24 years.
Yes.
Obian to mean for corruption.
Mbatan Honda.
Kencity Agyapong was involved in this case of that. Okay. The Obeka Kencity Agyapong around say, Nibufu or can say, yes. On a personal level, or nipa.
Yes.
Okay. Intino, as an individual, Nibufua, obetimi actually na adwin o eniema ho. Babusa won say, as an individual na mo say o Nibufu ye or can say. This same person, no, how many jobs and our problems, family problems, and our solving. Have you guys thought about that?
For the unemployed, unemployed lady or gentleman on the street, ono de ane say ope obi obetumi abie adwuma ama ono so ensa akona no ono onkai exactly asema nipa ne kan emfa no ho.
You see, nipa ebufu as an individual, and you know what? I have gotten some privileges to engage Ken a couple of times, and I can say yeah, in profound no. And yes, I know.
Yeah.
When you get to know him, he's a different person. Okay. Me, Ken doesn't know me. I have engaged him a couple of times, but he doesn't even know who I am. Okay. But on 2 occasions, me can Asia only me crano or servo me.
Or servo.
Okay. Or servo me.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, we through our party engagement, many can share 3 times. Move him as executives. I share onimeda as was several me twice. Onona oko peke oath at the breme ubusa me say abranti obedi dem say honorable medi oath the first time oko peke oath at breme. So like I want people to know that the Kencity Agyapong that is being portrayed in the media circle, no? He is not who people think he is. Okay? He is very, very passionate. He's a very good human being. Oyeni papa. Odrin nipa konfwa noche. Kolebu Teaching Hospital. All these places, facilities, equipments are honorable Kencity Agyapong they are called. Okoti problems now are solving. Okay? Yes, Ghana for Akoka, Kuwait, and other places. Will be one so I sign a check. Mon fan kofa or Mombra. And yama be bre awaye. Ewo or my Ghana. Are you guys saying and I say as a passionate human being, say enyema share na or train again and no one kasayi and ultimately media man and yet it doesn't even make sense. No,
not just you see
so my party people.
The argument has been that say kasatinti emfa top ponko. Ena se nipa no ekasa na oye no ho ena ono na sebi Yesu tie etu anu watie mu na nipa no entumi emputu food on your table. What use is that humility that people are talking about?
Exactly. And you know, Kennedy Japan, because of Neno Kreka, DC for crown. I'm saying, don't I say, more the Kennedy Japan, but the Ebeto Abaman, a dear in Ebeto Abaman, or Kano Crack. Okay, Neno Kreka, Quantino. Majority of Ghanaians will vote for him. So we should go for a candidate that appeal to the masses, not the very few in the new patriotic party. Saobera Otunfo, Erekache Nana akufo-addo, any general secretary say, mo making sure say nipa na mo kwa akoyi no. Nipa Ghana for nyina pen and yet the monko amo pen because
exactly
more koto aban.
Good.
Yes. So Kennedy Japan is not perfect, and that is why he is human. But on a personal level, or ye nipa papa, or you be a Ghana for done, NDC for nyina done. Okay?
Yeah.
Samobekaya first, na Honorable Ken, the late Alaji Bature.
Yeah.
And na Omotaiko Belgium platform, so Omayene Kwabna Sante.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got the name right.
Yeah.
A platform, so there was a day, the late Alaji Bature, any Honorable Kennedy Japan, they had a very heated argument on that platform. Only me say, Omo resolve that issue now, Omo commercial break by and Alaji Bature. Eshe Honorable Kennedy Japan sa so sa papa we wa kuma na ha na so me hu sta chi obedi Ghana man pani.
Sir,
I swear to God. Yes. And sa asem we ebesi na mfiri mitimu da se ubusa o man hene Kwabna Asante obeka nchiro.
Okay.
Honorable Ken and Alaji Bature had a heated debate that necessitated that they should go for a commercial break.
Okay.
Call commercial break in Bayern. Alaji Bature, Honorable Kennedy Japan, him, Eka Chansa, wo sa papa we, Ukoko ne how, but that should be the Oman Penny.
Wow.
So, make I be seen, okay? And so, Oman Penny Mahama, Obe handi over to Oman Penny Kennedy Japan. I am saying this, and it's prophetic.
Prophet Yao Esrifi.
Yes, I am saying this. Nananum Otredian Pone Nananum Munina Science say Honorable Kennedy Japan will be Ghana's next president, and nobody can change it.
And that's what the MPP is looking for, to win power.
Exactly. Oman Penny for say, Yemfa Ubia Obitimiako we need to mean at their brain. Okay. On one or say it is better to be the cleaner of a ruling government than to be the general secretary of an opposition party. Okay. Intermediate, they make a me party for and say, Momienfa ubia Ghana for pen and ubia nipaki to every pen.
Anna ubia do dona pen on a wine.
Kennedy Akumpreko Japan.
Okay.
He's the choice of the masses, and I'm not saying this because me biased towards him, right? I am aware of my biases, but I am saying this out of an objective lens. Okay, Ghana for say Kennedy Japan or Mopeno. Okay. And so we the late terrible Chaka. Or and you be also poolele. Said the Otibian me pelsa. Okay. Said the Canadian Japan Tibian Ghana for penasa. Okay. And I want to tell my party people, especially those in the Dr. Baumia camp, who think that hiring people like Afia Schwarzenegger and some social media people to tarnish the reputation of Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan, no. Ghana ni bia or pen as in bia enim ne suban. Ghana ni bia penasem bia penasem odono for who he is. Okay? And even yesterday, I mentioned on one of our platforms that, you know, and I'm sad to say this, but it's become a norm. Say, I said, Omo Dr. Baumia Camp, on the Omo Free said, a bebo amnesa better the reputation of Kennedy Agyapong. And I am saying this on your platform. Omo pa omo fa Kennedy Agyapong in naked videos, primarily bunting. And essentially, Ghana will appreciate him for who he is, and they will vote for him. Okay? And you know, if they have any message to project their candidates, they should do it. But hiring people to tarnish his reputation will amount to nothing. Yes, the radio Kananawaka. And I am saying this on authority that Kennedy Agyapong is the choice of the masses and nobody can change it. Okay? And as a political party, if we are serious about winning the 2028 elections, we should bring Kennedy Agyapong.
Okay. No Obi sending me messages here or say flag bearer. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is the only leader who is a businessman cum a politician. I believe these two traits would help him succeed as a president. Only the Pani Adwin.
Many the Pani Adwin. You know why? Many the Pani Adwin because Kennedy Agyapong as a business person, he understands the problem the business people are facing. And let's not lie to ourselves, okay? Most of the successful business people in Ghana support Kennedy Agyapong because they know, say, my brother, I'm into real estate, okay? Say, the fall of the dollar as against the city. Say, ebema iron rods and cement boss to akufo-addo. Don't you think I will be happy to vote for the government that is able to make these things happen? Yes, and when we have a leader that is my own party person that understands business, okay? Na obema niema aba form na business people anya ahohahaye or whatever they call it. Aye omu business. Why won't I be happy? Okay, so Kennedy Agyapong is the choice of the masses. He's also the choice of the business people that form about like 5% of the Ghanaian population. Okay? Say the Kennedy Agyapong NPP say President Kennedy Agyapong for 2028. It will shock you. The prominent Ghanaians that will show their faces to support him. Yeah.
Okay.
It will shock you. Yeah. It will shock you. Okay? Kennedy Agyapong is for the masses. Kennedy Agyapong is for the business people. And some of us, we are book long. Kennedy Agyapong is also for us. Okay? And you know, more behind an adjourn say, encrophobia, omonomy presidential material. Yeah. Kennedy Agyapong is the presidential material Ghana has not got.
Akwana or the changes eba Burkina Faso no or bana or share presidential atade.
Yes, me say Kennedy Agyapong and or the presidential material Ghana for here.
And look at that, I'm in.
Yeah. Some people want to create the narrative say Asemesi are now maintain or presidential material. They are most of presidential material and you man do those will be. They are most of presidential material. How many Ghanaians can relate to him? Me, I can relate to Kennedy Agyapong because Obi Onimi from a Fijasini as a Korean knows me. Say, I was one time a shoe shine boy. I used to sell ice water ice kenke and abele on the street. Okay. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong was once like me. Inti ye mubino sebi eyadom ana edia bedru this level we are. And I want you to know that we can relate to Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
Thank you.
I used to be a shoe shine boy. Na me nanti free as okori bi twemo afijasi twemo odwabe ekwa ejuso. Me bo shoe shine we a anwumre ana me ba na mafaka. Okay? I used to sell abele and ice kenki ewa fijasi ni Ascori station. So I can relate to Kennedy Agyapong. Eye abdom anything the na Nyankopon de dom yen na ye koye ye question de wa bruchiri. But senkenye education and Nyankopon anything the Nyankopon de dom yen ye mobi no we are for the street. Okay? So we can relate to Kennedy Agyapong, and I am unapologetically for him, and I have no regret.
Yo, in fact, Samuel, wakasa papa, and I think that now people will get a clear understanding on why people are saying that everybody should get connected. Everybody should get connected. Already in Canada, near Martin is Mumudu Drona have gotten connected. And uti yabedasi say hwi ni odi a na minja o na kotwa wodwuma so na broni na yiwadi.
Oh me okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
Kakra mesa aka ache me party for no say. Omo me enka ye homo. But a form for no omo nya kokodro. Okay, because a slow for no e de omo beti e besisi yen ana omo ede omo candidate omo choice of candidate by ana yakudi nkugo poto. Okay? So let's go for a candidate that a form for no can relate to. Okay? Over 2.1 million people did not show up to vote. Okay? And these people are saying the Kennedy Agyapong ba mobile betoaba. So let's go for the candidate that the grassroots can relate to. Thank you.
Thank you. Ebedasi papa. Minim se me friend prophet Samuel Yaw Esrifi or ye branch secretary MPP Akache wo Canada no ho o mo twetwe for Kesiepa I don't know Samuel Yaw Esrifi MPP Canada branch secretary ena wakasa wo dwumadie we so enede wakasa papa you say no credit de eba kopɛ waka no kure no say odi tu anamon as a delegate migidi say ebebo memma obi emmo memma obi enhunahuna memma obi enkate yenkose o kase yenkose ya bisa ho say ede na ewo mu ede ma ana say wankasa so yenhwehwem efa nipa na o ka che o say yenkose ni interest bi wo a o kase o de wo ko ho a ono o be benefit sin bisa wo say what benefit do you get nipa no eba betwe wo say ko ha so obi kase yenko Honorable Kennedy Agyapong bi say nipa no say what is your interest as say nipa no to me actual your interest in say o ka che o say ko Honorable Kennedy Agyapong sa and as obi be ka che o say ko aha bisa nipa no say wo interest how would that benefit you ni nyina ya to adwene na on the election date no yakoyi Honorable Kennedy Agyapong senior Yaw Esrifi ekaye no Canada abruti memu nyina wo nyina call say everybody should get connected and unti yebehye nenso na National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving na me nwa kakra say mpa body ekeye na woda erade ase so de ekeye papa boni bia eden enim na sa National Day for prayer and thanksgiving yeti American wasem and then say 1st July no and Mampede His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne na ban say o makohie mu o baabi and o mo bompaye de amerade say erade mu a o man Ghana boni bia enim na me concern and ne say ohwe NDC anamo a o matu over the years a kamia say ade papa bia former late president Professor Evans Fifi Atamius ayeno, they want to wipe it off. And until one was say Asumdwe Park, baby, you see your former president, Professor Evans Atamius, baby, you see, it took the former president, Nana Danko akufo-addo, now buying to put that place in shape. A tourist attraction site. Emma nkrofo mu fie buchire ba ekokoshe ho. Ye ma peni ene John Mahama, His Excellency onya akonya no. Ena oye ho basa. Edu baby pictures aye show mu akwa na etan. Se bia ye di ye former president ye see no John Fifi Atamius. So e come here say either is a deliberate attempt to so omadwene na emma so se den you akoye say nyema omo ye nyina to give credit to John Mahama about enyema Professor Mills because sa National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving minimum krano minim say Professor Mills abreso ena ohyase oye no 2009 2010 2011 and 2012 ebicracy wo say National Independence Square say omo ye bi so wo jama conference center also Emma me kai say Osofopon Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams omo nyina no omo ko e de omo ni mo nyam ko time pa bonachi. The question is that Professor Mills yes our program with 2009 2010 2011 and 2012 is on record. Ena ye man penny ene that time oba 2013 His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ena obetwam na breso no obedi the first from election e dey call 2016 no wanye biomu a enti say ne say yakofo National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving we are creating the impression say something e bin see that it is not true. Ena that so no ohwa Ghana Web News National Prayer and Thanksgiving Day scheduled for March 14. Sorry, way Efiada 29 June 2010. 2010. Was it President John Evans Atamius has asked Ghanaians to support and participate in this year's National Prayer and Thanksgiving Day scheduled for Sunday, March 14, 2009. Why are we creating the impression say Saturday we have something been see that and John Mahama there and Obenyamio and Osronyamio and wine? What has he said about the gay for now? One more call saying Independence Square. Baby Ghana ye full mache. One more fefe from anu ho abeto again asem no aka ho obi a mo se osuro nyame e na oyese no oyese no. That's the question I'm asking. Picture here ye dia to screen so kire wo say sa ade here e 1st July ye ko ya so fu ko ya omo bompa. It is nothing new. Professor Mills did it in 2009, 2010, 2011 and 2012. President Mahama be take over 2013 and otwam wanye fine. At least give some credit to the former president, Professor John Evans Fifi Atamius. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Now, Nipa yedisa insise equation insa Elvis a free year ankra. Mu refi say 2020 about one video be a bar viral. Na Elvis a free ankra. Woni NDC for member. I almost say they want to sacrifice their firstborn for political power. Sani pay and National Day of Thanksgiving and Prayer or whatever. So who are you? Who are you deceiving? Who are you deceiving? Nipa or no only NDC mante kuta kanti sacrifice. They will sacrifice their firstborns for political power. No, NOC, no, the head of the National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving Committee, something. No, hey, baba. Who are you lying to? Who are you deceiving? Reintroducing the God factor for National Day of Prayer. Koku Anyidohu. Or say it's a very good idea. It's a very good idea. Wait, June 30th, 2025. You see, reintroducing it, and I agree with him. And you see, Sansemina, Samuel Koku Anyidohu, Woka say NDC mpanimfo na your margin so person mo kata Professor Mills ni nyama wo ye nyina so no woka na NDC fo no ayeden ebu afu. These are typical, it's a typical example of Sanyemano. So creating that impression say near see and rano something historic being seen that is highly hypocritical. It's highly hypocritical. And I make I saw for power and draw no. This 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012 they will bear me out to say some of them were present there. Inti adentine ye be create that impression say bibia sabi e bin see da na ye man penin de na odonyame o na de na kosi say na me bisa no who are you really say deceiving? Why not give Professor Mills some small credit, little credit? Now sa se mo amika ye eno na ye nuano mo omo ye traditionalists. A production move for some picture no son to so mami traditionalists blame government for ignoring them in the National Day for prayer and Thanksgiving Ghana pa so mu ode omo nye yes sorry name Muslim we no omo say omo traditionalists and that one ancestors worship movement. Or see if we claim to have 3 types of religions in Ghana, why didn't they invite the remaining one, the traditional religion, to partake in the National Day of Thanksgiving and prayer? Intika abrantia na odasa committee we anu if is a free young anka ukra de kan go for new seka o to me etu nsa from we another planning at the mom to hear down or say the planning committee of the National Day of Thanksgiving and prayer has done the nation a great disservice by excluding the traditionalists. In view of such, we are on our own volition. We are on our own volition organizing one at Electoral in collaboration with the Africania Mission and Psychic Association. Hey, that's so powerful. Africania Mission and Psychic Association. Not just say mo de mo ye bibi na mo se mo ye bompa ye e de amo my Ghana na se mo mfi omo wo mo anka se mo ye baako e wo baabi a ye frɛ click omo ne Africania Mission and Psychic Association fo aka bo mo a omo ye sa de na ye abrantie Nufia is it Nufia Laga Nufia Laga Maufia mo Koblan Nonyigbe Maufemo yes Maufemo Koblan or Sunday Koblan so Nonyigbe and ode atu dwai nunti radio 360 minim say yes I think 90.1 yes and na mi hu 90.1 FM Omadaro man yen saka sa radio 360 yes radio 360 Omadaro man yen saka sa publication we almost say omo de omo dwapa traditionalists no say ye yi omo free mu na ye mfi omo e bia next year no ade a ye de mo be count munya botre yo ye be call yanim na sem no doso me de me kai pa ye Samuel Kwaku Anyidohu otai ka san sem we pa otai ka san insem we nia eye me nwanwa wo sa sem we hu kra ne se ye mampani ono no take over from John Evans Atamils wo ka hu 2009 2010 2011 2012 papa ya yes anyama we nyina ye de 2 minutes was me twam adentina sa 2013 ni de John Mahama ema ye twam afei na waba so oba beye na make say boninim ono no onim ne esi ya eba 2013 nyame ya adom obeso afra no mu ye president ema otwa National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving num afei de o say oba be faba that period what happened na Kwaku Anyidohu kokan ne ye nati ato otankuram na Johnson ase edu nketia no o lebu Kwaku Anyidohu with all sort of names say ono national chairman ono no do NDC sini ebia Kwaku any other people in the party then obi kan o say omasem obetumi the messages na ba social media handles ni nyina Facebook any YouTube na 2 TVGH na makenkan kakra ama eye minua ba Princess Apia Dankwa a parliamentary correspondent edema Jumekua from Pure Decade Media yensa akano ewo Jumedie we so hwe nata de na otumu se nani abreko nani abrese krodom sani ameka kire mu no o papa ene onua ba unfortunately no mse na wotwe mu na wotwetwe mu na omudane o mani hwe ban ntino ade kese pa na ato afna yeni nanso o se Ghana hudo ene Ghana nkan kontino obeden obeba me de be kire mu nanso ansa na no ma me kamfo eye Jumeku a omoboa yen ma ejuada ne wukuada bia ye did the sit show ebremo Awos Unisex boutique senia de bia ye kai mu no mpaibo na ye body masa company we because omobo mo modern pa nya omo anka yenso ye hu ebe kire yen entino Awos Unisex boutique senia monim no ade a ye bags leather bags leather shoes belt for a member ne a man nyina ade a ope papa okoma so ya eno de obi anim say Awos Unisex boutique ade a onsa beka shoe bags sandals slippers any polo shirt akese nice one ya mrantie no momo ya machu kakra hye fata omo no eja ndo mo side ade a wo betu onsa beka bi Awos Unisex boutique kaki trousers papa ni jeans papa ya abai okoma so ya ade a onsa beka bi omo ye clearance sales some of their branches branches ne bi wo Jowulu Jowulu Junction opposite the First Atlantic Bank and airport terminal 3 departure C opposite Sandra Lounge and also Tesano here behind the police depot na cheaper Awos Unisex boutique unsa ebeko when also East Legon Shashi boundary road wa omone 2 guys supermarket and a dime bakum ne IPMC hwenim enunti ade a 0219 anasa 9 call Awos Unisex boutique aso ya obetumi ni omedidwa emfaso so slippers are 17 years and 10C is only Awos Unisex boutique fra omo 0244 649379 0244 649379 Awos boutique comfort and style now feel so Franco Trading Enterprise send ade bia ye ka kire mu no open phones papa all the types of phones are wodwaman so say wo call Franco Trading Enterprise no wanya bia na je say ebi ni Ghana enutimi no ka say phone bia wo pe bia repairs kra wo call a ombetumi the amount now feel so TV ahodo abadwaman do ade a wo unsa ebe kan bi curved TV si fefe bi ibu okra o ma brand a o mo de o mu din abo Franco TV fefe all the types sizes ni nyina ade a open 100 inches kra unsa ebe kan bi na so omu branded air condition no ubenya bi ewo ho omu chest freezers any microwave ni blender ni washing machine ni enyema ye de ye hu wo fie de ukọ omaso ya unsa be kan bi omu CCTV camera papa latest ones with latest technology omu de aba edwamando unsa ebe kan wo mu wo frɛ wo 0246422338 ana 0555939311 Franco Trading Enterprise still phone papa efie na so oniomu agi nkomo adoma mo adwo mo akwaba
mejo so flag bearer
o de ye ma yakọ oni abusuafo nyina ye ma mo yakọ
that's it pa that's it
wo ye de
nyame adome ho ye
wo ba ye no asresere no jese wo ye wo so aye fine akwa na ye ota send me message say she married no and then won beside ba me kai was say she's married what yo fachemi parliament ntokwa bia si obiom
entokwa de ebinsi honum nemum enema akoso wo mrahye bedwam de edoso bebre
yo yenkwa
de yedikai ekoga na mrahye bedwafie no mede enchia kese de ma ahwefo ne atiefo nyina na okoga na mrahye bedwafie a committee bi wo hom no mo hwe energy so
okay
enti mebopi ranking member on the energy committee no aye friend onimonyam for George Kwame Aboaje se wokọ apuye mantem a asene manso ene across no ona ye omumrahye bedwani a osi omanam wo mrahye bedwafie aje se MP for asene manso and across ono ansusu no ye ranking member edema the energy committee e wo Ghana mrahye bedwafie the Parliament of Ghana na mibo pin no me ne twetwe nkomo emi se enche ye bia na ensem ebeto dwa se every 1st July 2025 ikono electricity tariff no emu be peja je se ye ba beto electricity tariff nti se o use normal meter bosome ne bekọ awie ya obi obeba no na chese sika no ekosoro sensenia wodi wani ebu na osisi a bosumi bia wunya na afesu so use prepaid so a na watch bia so auto prepaid 100 cedis a 22.5% eba beka ho na chese sa electricity tariff ya ebe kosuru 1st July yi no mo shas ye di djuma enti mi bo pin ranking member no onimonyamfo George Kwame Abuaji na ne nkomo twitwi mu no odi tu manim e wo Ghana mrahye bedwofi wo bra me call ni chen edi ni kodi nkomo wo job 600 MPs no mo offices na e wo Ghana mrahye bedwofi na sem nyina ne se Mr Finance Minister edi betu dwa NDC abanso edi betu dwa so mo baaye ahokyere ene ahohiehia no ni nyina aba form chese seed ni dollar no a balance kama chese omudi omunim se eno ebefa so amasika abaye botom ebema yenya adwuma ye abrabomu ebegu kakra nti denti na all of a sudden no ensem epia bonten edi free PURC for nchen say every 1st July 2025 no electricity tariff no ye peja manase ye increase no by 2.5%. Sa hye fufura be di ogidi say yade ye ntwa ye nti ebe ya anka mahye bedwam entonsa emfamfrem panifom ye adwuma PURC na omumbe yi ensembisa bia no mo banso so energy minister so eni akire no be kire mu ne nti a NDC aban fufuro ye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edi abetu dwa se abrabomu ago finance minister so de abepe so se ese de bibia ye kama wo mamu so ye da sorry ye pay ye say from 1st July ya no electricity tariff no emu apeja by 2.5%.
Production say picture no wo ho a the month of July ya name no tax month no say da so a monfanto so na ayofo many NDH kosomami
enti mini no ekoye mini twetwe san komoro ni nsem bebre etu dwa mi se video ho no ma ka ebetimi
koso
na ye free energy committee nsensem no na ye da so gina Ghana mrahye bedwafie mi se nche bia na ye te nsem bia enye de edi free University of Ghana say COVID-19 no flag bearer Trinity ewo University of Ghana bi match say we na ema health minister ye onimonyamfo Kwabena Minta Akando a okodwa aboso a ono so na ye omumrahye bedwafi ye MP for Dwaboso no be piem omrahye bedwam the agent statement bi ebetu dwa wo nsem anene nam framam se okọ University of Ghana COVID-19 yare no apeja ni mu wo ho no de betu dwa no se school for anase asuafo mo University of Ghana Legon no omuhwehwe mo suspect say student ni mu 300 ana samre COVID-19 no omo asa anya biem na nipa 300 no ya isolate omo aye test omo no omumu 107 107 there ya confirm so omo test positive for COVID-19 no the same radio would when University of Ghana suspected cases of 300 no ye testi omumu emu 107 are tested positive for COVID-19 we ensema health minister ya pomudin so afo na yon munyamfo Kwabena Minta Akando de betu dwa na osako su kire mu se we ama omuni mpanifo mo University of Ghana no omuni omakwa kuhia omudi niema edi agu akwam ombe supply with face masks no afensu so ombe church omu se social distancing no omunkoso na omuni su pepepe afensu so ye hand washing any sanitizer no yade a omba kwachiche bi edi ama University of Ghana for officer suspected cases 300 aye test ye emu 107 positive ni de yade a ebia yetena so na yedi agro betimi spread because students no ebi kofie na akọ University of Ghana so a school for no ebi fi abrochire na eba other countries ni omunya no ye Ghana for ebi susu wa Ghana nti ebi obi wa ha o se ebi a mi kofie mi kodi weekend ebi ana wa test positive for covid no obeko fie no de akwa ye efie fo nti sansemi nso na health minister owura Kwabena Minta Akando eba amrahye bedwama wodi betu dwa se samre de omo ne University of Ghana penifo no egusu a omo widi nkitawudie na students na omo test positive so far ne de omo isolate we nipa 107 impo 300 no yi 107 ni free ma omo test positive ade aye monitor wom because obi o hono ma na samre na ye test ye no de ne enhyase se ebeyi ne ho adi enshow ye nti omo ani de akire na se other cases bia nso so ba omo ade omo de beto Ghana for nyina enim na mom omo bompa ye se 300 suspected cases na ya confirm mu 107 de omo bompa ye de hyehye bia guakwam se ne be ya en spread biom na omo ni mpanifo nso so omo invest with Ghana nso so edi nkomo se ya de ase cases ni bi esa rise biom dia ombema enkola no atwe omo kakra every school mu se ne be ya ombetimi akabu the spread of COVID-19 no.
Okay, that's good. Production mobeyi akando on COVID-19, but before that no my main kind messages no kakra about YouTube and fama ashefo BL Studios 24 say that's serious, that's very serious. Or no one or something about say oh I'm a Ghana or say Ghana said Opoku or say good evening father father kun me name say me say honorable Ken or Chiano Michael Atta or say let Ken be Ken and I feel so Charity Ababio or say Ken all the way and I am connected not just say Charity Ababio or no so they were connected da and then Philomena Yeboa Mensa or say good evening I am fully connected yo nyami shramo mo amaya connected ni nyina nyami shramo na feel so Dobert Adai or say good evening sir I'm watching you from Gumwa Akote aka General Amedome Asimba yo or say or share free Gumwa Akote no ha Dobert from Akote yo you better must pass mo the message na bana production yen konko hwe akando or de nsem no James Yeboa or say Ken for president or no so the need there aba akando on the COVID na yenti nsem o kafa
in the whole world. We have consumables who want to come and donate to Ghana. We have some equipment who want to come and donate to Ghana. But once we
yo odofo am say video no ye san ye guso a hwe ye beyi e de akyeremu and then the another issue bi am say honorable Patricia Jesu de nsembe tudwa social media obi e kan wa say no so ye nsembe nsa
Ayoko Ghana mrahye bedwefia ye deputy minority leader eyon munyamfo Patricia Jesu so ene semtwofo mo Ghana mrahye bedwefia ye the media in parliament no oni ye twetwe nkomo oni ye press conference kakra da ne kasa ye mu no oblasti yokofo kakra
so ma ye
omo akwakochi Buffer Stock Company CEO no ora Wahab Abdul Hanan on
yes former CEO for Ghana Buffer Stock Company
yes some radio oni ne yiri nyina oni ye niri nyina ya akwa kudi yokofo so mususu se adwumdie anase sika bi seye ene Agyapade bi hu sensem no ne yere ni nyina no omo hu ebomu ti je se yaso awo ma samre amenu kasa die the 80 million Ghana cedis bill with 3 sureties to be justified. I see you
80 million. 80 million.
Yes.
Esusin your friend is saying won't to me dear no.
Esusin say we omo husband and wife.
And the no man bet you because you have the $100 million dollars going 2 years. Yeah.
Now when a deputy minority leader say ohuni say abuse of power. Abuse of power. No omu use no by heart. By heart to be kind anyhow basa. 80 million Ghana cedis with 3 sureties.
Bail.
Yes.
Bail condition no.
Yes.
And there none there and there uja no mo found to why na we there me braminya.
Or they decided they are to Ghana for nyina any penny for mu kan bia edru dwom say yem peja ye ho so na yen kasam. The kwanya NDC abanfo for NDC aba no mo abuse power ne de de a entwa yi kra nti sansemi na oba Ghana mrahye bedwefia deputy minority leader Mame Patricia Pieje otwebe nsemtwerefo wo mrahye bedwoma woni ye twetwe sankomo no.
Okay, mame bie phone lines no ba bia medui mame bie phone lines no na messages no ba say mame bie phone lines no 0240 550899 0240 550899. Mr. Azanumba also please greet Honorable Kennedy Agyapong for me. Mr. Azanumba also minchia Honorable Kennedy ohene Agyapong emma papa na minsanchia mpenifo omo trouble constituency nyina nenumri ye chiamu eno 0240550899 numbers no e screen no so na memfa ofrefo a odikan udin ni bia ofrefi tie.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Endi sada yo Jamama da yo Endi sada Ghana for na kupo betiam no kwa
Onenye de crowd
ko binyo
why
ko binyo omuti ko binyo ai
omu se ko binyo ba
ko bi on ba ko bi ni ganyo ade akọ ni ko bi akọ nti ko binyo nti uma organize ni o ati ma na oye bibia ana bisinu
ana why
anadisu ana one thing
o see the excavators no okochi ye no aka 7 ochi 40 afedi aka 7 pe
trying to continue to journey call
yeah
the same container that journey see we saw journey with the MP pen cambo and ye bako
yo
but me Honorable Kennedy Japan
yo
chani pa
Honorable Kennedy Japan eje so papa o see Mama dada yena watu nenyum ne de anya de but watu upo mama fa ofrefo otoso hello
good evening
udin ni be afrefi
I'm about to me na Islam
ufrefi
Islam
aiskafonum okay udin nana Islam
yes
yanko
na be kime tsema kra about the koso Ghana
okay
o se anopana ni kasa wa amto station so
okay
akunya na ti wono so wonye MP a be no so ko transo
akunya be ya
MP a wonni MP da akunya na o manteni o transo
okay
so wonni MP da me no so ko transo akunya na mpew akunya no o di MP ena akunya hwehwe this only opa cotton times unyada
sir
yes because all say kufo any break record because once na jeje abane soldier pan
yeah
and later to aba kufo ba no ono oye MP nti ono break history first it was Professor Miss on to person no MP no be die otumi
yeah
so want to be near
we
and to say yan two so ba e wo baby se bra na ko parliament ko suma akunya de na ko hukura akunya ni pa se akunya ehwe no pa eni patu
why
Jodi kan in Japan. On the Akunya or serious. And now, say, only MP that now could now NDC near Twaba Unya.
I see. Let just say me flag bearer na me no say me copy MPB di ansa abem won.
When the MPR, never so good.
Nana won say no so emodu papa say undi MPR aya na Edim pass over president. Say honorable what the MP for over 24 years no. Aya there president di no ebebem according to Nana's gospel. My main for to so hello. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, boss. Udini baby Afrefi. Kobi from Tema, right?
Yeah.
Mpacho Kasamami.
We do the Sweden and this bra Agyapong issue number.
Yeah.
Then you need to meet and back as I know what you call.
Okay.
Yeah, not on concluding meeting to my calling so no why I didn't be. No into where mamma or mamma or agent can't say you could afford. So they are election Shadiana Airban to me Abuana.
Okay.
Kono Casa usually or Casa boys Musuchi.
Yeah.
Be into me, and I'm Casa and a contribution.
You, Kobi, you better say, Otie, and then Numri say, Honorable Ati, a year, who call on him to join the Agyapong a year election now, almost in 19 constituencies, 19 polling stations. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Inform where?
Nyamiadum, also where?
Nyamiadum.
Udi.
You say I to protect you.
Pacho, maintain your canoe.
Me say what to protect you.
Pacho, why ni?
What from Kwabra?
Kwabra from where?
From Medina.
Medina, you what's here to petrol?
What from Kwabra?
Metonka. Kwabra, ofra mentie wo ho eye TV no so tie wo ho eye phone no so ma me no na ebeboa ma etumi. Hello.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening. Ni over there.
Where you?
Yo, enko.
Honorable ten.
Ofane yo.
Bengala, me pay yam.
Yo.
Me pay yam.
Ofane yo. Yo, numa jobo. Em say ordinary any fi nungwa teshi side ho ne bae. Ma me fa ofrefo a otoso. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Bacho Udin.
Within the Prince Boatin Asante.
Okay, Prince Boatin Asante Udin de. Ofrefi.
Ofrefi Akutema.
Bacho Kasamami.
Me de me bomba ese Kennedy Agyapong embra me emedi anima.
Okay.
Sometimes MP before nim penny pony bi wo ha. Oh, sebio. Omonjuri nipa. Because the Americans and we talk about Agyapong. Na Fuseni nti transfer me vote efi ho ekọ Patrick Bama.
Ade bone ben
Because Fuseni no awe MP ohu obi kra na ontumi enchia no. Otu ne kana fu no ho. Inti na menya inti yes and me MPP inti me yes okay and me nto ho me kwatwa ma Patrick Bama na me transfer.
Okay.
Inti MP ni poni bi wo ha.
Yo, Prince Boatin Asante na ordinary by ya da se papa politicians ninti na omonye ho adwuma emmayen. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Udini baby Afrefi.
Inja to hotel.
No more drum of na mo na.
Chief to
Chief
Agyapong Center.
Chief over owie mo ami.
Agogene aninke ngamuni mi wa kankambodu inkani national fund the canton board mo jolale manga oche Kennedy Dipon no ko ni jini ni are hook na baji ke Kennedy Dipon wo bi je no ko le ke se bi abaka shi ni phone ni ma yidi bi ni sa ska ma bi no ko against oche Kennedy Dipon de no le kan ka pan
yeah
o ame pan kan ni ame chono ni muni ame fi se alu muna me fi atera ni party ni no ni ba fi kenu ni fi da to ni Kennedy Dipon bi on ya ke muni oche Kennedy Dipon fi bi ne fi a party bi ya nyu je ten no ni ha fi a party e ya man bi Ghana bi denje agbonu no ni fi ha ma fe ma bi na ife ndi mo bi ya ke ale no ni fi no ba ye wa me chono ma ti ya me pa chemo ke bi wow da e na bi take this ya ke ame ke pale ya o ame ba wa no ni yo mi ko wo che tundu na ni mama be me ke Ghana bi e chono e hin ka ke jaro ke na gba atom ko le ai Ghana bi e ha mo ke pin ke na gba mi ke libi ni sa wo pale di mo ni e be ba Ghana bi ke di ko pe libi an ne wo service no insurance no agbene electricity no for more than 19%.
Yeah.
Wo petrol over 195%. Because you na kan le menesia me mitu ke libi ne fe o che fe na kai wa fun si kan mo le po e ke ma jan san ta o ke ka gbe jan to na ke business is ke mene fan mitu mo e ba ni ma ni ku ma ye ta no ma nya bra o fe
yeah yo chief so de ne de fi Ablekuma Central amenfa o frefo o toso na yenko yenim emse emre no ya bia ne sa yeah hello yeah mama odi ni bebe afrefi
yes so me frefi kumasi na smaboku yes ma Jane na
mpacho kasa mami
me say NDC for omo ya omo Jane so omo ombeka akonya no so ama anti omo kombo MPT for sa aden ye ade omo ye no de omo hwe ni you na said na nhie di a anka na so no ana enka konfo
that's right
to omo hwe ni you omo ko opposition mba ye mo bocha president akoko ade ni pakra ne sa MPT ne do mama kurenti ni
oh
ni tie ni sukra na maseneni ada na mo tsa
ma Jane
amenka mo na mo ye duma wa
medase pa ma Jane nyame enhira o ma memfa Mr. Mre no aye bia ni sa Mre no aye bia ni sa aduma Mre no aye be 30 seconds ni enko
ene president launch 24-hour economy
yeah
mi ye de ani bedi achi ni ahwe ni ebekwa akosi
yo ada ayo wo dey short oze ene omampenize wa launch 24-hour economy policy no enuti ede yeni ebedi achire yede yeni ebedi achire ebebo mpa ese ebekoyi ebebo ye nyina Isaac Kwesi Asiedu or say let Ken be Ken or the aba YouTube and also Holiness TV me for Holiness TV or say good evening flag bearer keep up the good work for Mother Ghana no Ken no vote Holiness kron omode omofa omho enka yikra poda enuti omoso omode na omode aba no odofo aha enemre bema ede enadwumedi esi mosomfo mode share the flag bearer na metina adwumi guest Princess Apia Dankwa na abrantie yenne kasa wo Canada brochimem no ho Samuel Yao Esrifi ye branch secretary de ma MPP wo Canada so yenne kasa mo amode mo messages by mo mentumi ankan mo de afrafo nyina nyame enhyam mo ne me production team nyame yadomo a eduada ebehia makra